Yes, I'm looking at you, King James version of the Bible. There is nothing especially holy or accurate about the King James version of the Bible, especially the 1611 or whatever it is, special ones that people want to mark out. Just happens to be a very early one, but that doesn't mean that it is most authoritative. It doesn't mean it's based on the best texts. It doesn't mean it's closest to God in some way. In fact, what it is hard to understand because we don't use that language anymore. We don't use words like abide in the sense of living or dwelling in, or magnify, or unto, or thou, or thine. So if you're in a church that's using a lot of that language, apparently unnecessarily, even outside of sort of poetic worship songs and things like that, maybe that's a concern. Or maybe it's using not English, Hebrew words like Jehovah, Jireh, El Shaddai, or Greek words like koinonia, agape, Latin words like sensus divinitatis, ecclesia, and others. Of course, a little bit sometimes is useful if it opens up your imagination and is a good teaching point. But if we're using that kind of language all the time and other unusual words and phrases like fellowship, atonement, sanctification, the word, hedge of protection, traveling mercies, ancient of days, and people themselves who have been there for decades don't know what these words mean, well, then that's not communicating clearly in terms of content or substance. What it's doing is marking out who are insiders and who are outsiders.